What's going on, YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition to my DC Comics solicitation discussion videos. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the November 2024 DC Comics solicitations. This was posted yesterday, but it's kind of a late day. I ended up doing a live stream anyways, so I didn't get around to talking about this one just yet. So we're going to talk about it today, and I am looking forward to doing so. I know I'm, just a day later so, but you know what? We're going to talk about this thing, and let's get started. So, I haven't actually gone through and read all this stuff, by the way, so this is my first go around through it all. So, but one of the big titles, which I know was announced like at Comic-Con, is, of course, the one and only Justice League Unlimited. Look at that cover right there. Number 1, written by Mark Waid with art by Dan Mora. Great pickup right there. This is a good combination. They did really well with World's Finest, and it's about damn time we have an ongoing Justice League book. Yeah, let's get rid of the Justice League. That'll be a great idea. Maybe a few months off or so, but it's been quite a while, and I do like the title. Of course, Justice League Unlimited was the kind of final show in the DC animated universe, which most of you I'm sure know, and so I like the title, and I'm ready for a new era of Justice League to begin. The Watchtower rises, good. The Justice League is back and bigger than ever. In the wake of absolute power in the DC All-In special, Darkseid's death has triggered a massive power vacuum in the DCU. I thought Darkseid can't die. And Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman must unite like never before and expand the Justice League to encompass every hero championing forces of good in the faces of incredible evil. As our heroes work to uncover the mystery of the Dark Lord's successor, Ray Palmer's Atom Project triggers a race between hero and villain to control the fate of metahuman abilities on planet Earth, which threatens to destroy everything the League has built. Worlds will live, worlds will die, and a surprise is waiting in store on the last page. Do not miss the dawn of a new era of justice. It all begins here. So, really excited for this title. I'm looking forward to seeing it. That's a good creative team. Like I said, World's Finest has been the only book I feel like at DC has just been consistently good every single issue, and it's been going on for a few years now, really since 2022, and so I'm enjoying that one. So next up we have Absolute Batman number 2. Not sure if I'm going to really try and read this one. Maybe I'll give it a chance. Scott Snyder is a good writer, but it's, another Batman title to kind of keep up with, and unless they do something really like interesting with it, then we'll just have to kind of like, I don't know how it's going to turn out. So it could be really good, but we'll see. Batman was born out of violence, a horrible tragedy that shaped the trajectory of his future. But when a vigilant MI6 agent starts tracking the lonely life of Bruce Wayne, he discovers the interconnectivity between a hero's shell life and the many layers of Black Mask Gang. It's Batman versus Alfred Pennyworth. Okay, well that's already something different. And then we have Absolute Superman number 2. I don't know, this one feels kind of iffy though. With some of the concept. Without the fortress, without the family, without a home, what is left in Absolute Man of Steel? Okay, not much there. Absolute Wonder Woman, number 2 by Kelly Thompson, art and cover by Hayden Sherman. Gateway City has never seen anything like the Harbinger Prime, the enormous ravenous monster that has just risen from the depths of the ocean to darken its shores, but the Harbinger has never seen anything like the unstoppable Diana Prince of the underworld. And then we have the main Batman title. Look at all these variant covers. Or actually, Detective Comics, number 1091, written by Tom Taylor. Art and cover by Mikel Janin. So Tom Taylor's taking over this. When we last left Bruce Wayne, he was offered a mysterious youth serum known only as Sangreal that promises to rejuvenate his body and mind, making him as strong and nimble as he once was. But can he possibly accept this strange gift? Meanwhile, the sinister scalpel-finger villain known as Asema stalks the shadows of Gotham, slaying small-time criminals with surgical accuracy. But what is the purpose of these murders, and how do they concern the Dark Knight? This kind of reminds me a bit of that Batman, going back to like DC AU stuff, the Batman Beyond episode where like Talia is actually like Ra's inside her body somehow. That's kind of a weird example, but she offers him a chance to kind of be youthful again and do his Batman stuff, and he's kind of like torn on it, but then he says yes, but then he's like, this doesn't feel right. Then we have Batman number 155, written by Chip Zdarsky, art by Jorge Fornes, not Jorge Jimenez. I guess he's taking a break. After the shocking events of the last issue, Batman is reeling, but the investigation isn't over just yet. The Court of Owls is intent on destroying Bruce Wayne's life, while Commander Starr continues to stoke the flames of civil unrest in the Gotham City. It all heats up in the unforgettable new chapter of The Dying City. Look, Chip Zdarsky's Batman run has not really gone over as well as I would have hoped it would have, like at the start. But I mean, this is a new, fresh kind of era post the fail-safe and all that other nonsense, so I'll give it another chance, but if this next story arc does not deliver, I'm like what's this book? We need new creative. So haven't been that impressed with it, but I'll see what they do next, I guess. The GCPD is closing in on their suspected killer and on Batman. Wayne Enterprises is under attack as Enigma's plans come into focus. The Others are not what they seem. Don't miss the thrilling penultimate issue of The Dying City. Oh, wow, a short arc. Kind of refreshing right there. And we have Batman right there, of course. Batman Uncovered, #1, because we need another Batman ongoing of some sorts. A thrilling one-shot celebrating the Cape Crusaders' most captivating... Oh, it's just the covers. Okay, nothing too big there. But look who's back again on the cover right here. Sweet mercy, it's every title's Batman. I can't say every title. We had Superman, Wonder Woman. Batman Off-World #6, written by Jason Aaron. Batman is ready to return to Gotham City to apply all he's learned from his unbelievable adventure in the farthest reaches of the cosmos. But unfortunately, the Black Sun twins still have one last lesson for him, a lesson exploring the final frontiers of pain. It's the brutal, surprising finale to Jason Aaron and Doug Mank's epic, Batman epic. Excuse me. Looks like Doomsday's right there. Weasel. Oh, yes, Lois Lane's getting powers again. She actually looks pretty good in this style right here. And, of course, you got to have her purple eyes. What else do we got? Superman, #20, written by Joshua Williamson, with art and cover by Dan Mora. Yeah, Dan Mora is doing double duty right now, but, hopefully the art doesn't suffer as a result, because, Dan Mora's artwork is so good, and I don't want that to happen. But now we have Superman and Superwoman investigate Lois Lane's new powers, as they deal with the unstoppable Doomsday, but when the mysterious time trap reveals his ultimate secret, it shakes Clark, Lois, and the rest of the super family to their core. Been enjoying Superman. Wonder Woman #15, written by Tom King, art by Daniel St. Pierre and Kerry Randolph. It's the beginning of the end for Sovereign. After the loss of her great love and the birth of her child, Wonder Woman decides that this job is larger than just one hero. Who will assist her in her ultimate quest for justice? Find out as Diana gathers her army. Action Comics, #1074, written by Mark Waid and Mariko Tamaki. So Waid's doing 2 titles. Superman Back in Time. Great row. A dying planet, a desperate scientist, a last son. It could only mean one thing. Krypton. To uncover the secrets of the Phantom Zone, Kal-El must journey back to the days of his birth planet, into the lab of Jor-El himself. What shocking secrets will link the greatest prison known to the cosmos and the nefarious villain Aether? And does the Man of Steel stand a chance to make it out alive? Got all these different characters right here in these covers. Plus, Supergirl's mission halts as she finds herself captured and awaiting her fate at the hands of the highest bidder. Okay, looks like Superman and Lois right there. Action Comics, #1075, written by Mark Waid, Mariko Tamaki, and Joshua Williamson. I guess Williamson's still writing a bunch of stuff. On sale, 11/13/2024. Join the celebration as the original superhero series reaches its 1075th issue, packed with just as much Superman action as always nearly a century later. An all-star cast of talent and characters helps ring in this milestone, starting with the continuation of The Phantoms by Mark Waid and Clayton Henry. Kal-El has traveled back in time to witness the birth of the Phantom Zone. Crafted by his own father, Jor-El, can the father and son reconcile without destroying the time stream? And will the Man of Steel acquire what he needs to defeat Aether before his homeworld's fate is sealed? Then in the special Election Day story, Perry White's mayoral ambitions come to a head, and the future of Metropolis will be forged with a new outcome. Plus, Supergirl discovers there is more than meets the eye when it comes to being she's sworn to protect. It's kind of a neat one. He's kind of part invisible. Action Comics, #1076. I guess it's just a weekly one. And we got these Creature Commandos covers because the Creature Commandos show, the first in James Gunn's DCU series, is going to be releasing in December, I believe. On sale, 11/20/2024. Escape from Krypton. Superman has uncovered the secrets of the Phantom Zone from the clutches of his own father, Jor-El. But now the real challenge begins. Returning home in one piece, it's a daring dash for destiny and the latest installment of the Action Comics Weekly. Plus, Supergirl discovers the crime that started it all. Oh, look, there's John Kent. I guess he's not a cyborg anymore. All right, Action Comics, #1077. See, I don't mind Action Comics doing a bunch of things. You got to catch up to Detective, because Action Comics used to be was further ahead in their issues by a good margin with Detective Comics, and then Detective Comics was like, no, we got to do a 12-issue weekly event or whatever it was. Remember that prison arc that Arkham Tower or whatever it was a few years ago? It was every week, and it ultimately was kind of an underwhelming storyline. But yeah, so they gotta play some catch up. But anyway, so Action Comics #1077, Mark Waid and Mariko Tamaki. Well, speaking of Mariko Tamaki, who also wrote that weekly event. I think it was 12 issues, right? It was a lot of issues at once, and I'm like, boy, how do they like keep up with it? Death to the Phantom Zone. Superman and Mon-El are reunited at last, but are our heroes too late to stop the impossible threat of Aether? The Mad Wizard has breached the realm and begun decimating planet Earth. The Super Family and the Justice League are holdovers on the best they can, but this sounds like a job for Superman. Plus, excuse me, gonna yawn for a second. Not because it's boring, but because tired. Plus, can Kara put her feelings aside and carry out the mission Superman gave her? Whatever that is. Catwoman, new creative team on this book, number 70, written by Torin Gronbeck, art by Fabiana Mascolo, however I pronounce that. In search of clues regarding the bounty that's been placed on her head, Selena travels to Berlin, hoping to reconnect with her old accomplices from her days as a roaming international thief. But it seems not even her catch of disguises and tricks can protect Catwoman from the watchful eyes of those hunting her. With deadly assassins coming out of every nook and cranny, Selena's chances of uncovering the secrets of her unseen enemies seem slim. Can Catwoman find out who exactly wants her dead, and why? Nightwing. Cool covers right here. Number 120, written by Dan Waters, art and cover by Dexter Soy. Like Dexter Soy's artwork, Dan Waters, I hope this one is not as bizarre as some of his other stuff. I hope it's easier to follow because I want it to be good, but we shall see. I gotta get to see how the first issue is because like I don't want it to feel like, you know, some of those like Arkham City Order of the World's like the 10-Eye Man type dialogue where he just, you know, blabs his mouth about all sorts of weird philosophical things. I mean, not philosophical, but like words that just kind of can be interpreted as all sorts of things. Like it's just like 10-Eye Man, like so many of those stories just kind of weird and hard to follow. So I'm hoping this one's good, but we shall see. With deadly experimental weapons in the hands of the city's oh-so-corrupt police force, Nightwing must prevent a bloody war breaking out with the gangs of Bloodhaven, which would be easier if someone didn't keep trying to blow him up. Okay. I hope it's good, though. I'm wishing him luck with that. Then we have here Harley Quinn, written by Elliot Kalan, art by Mindy Lee. Art, since the dawn of humanity, attention residents Throat Cutter Hill, art. Since the dawn of humanity, we have found emotional, spiritual, and even intellectual meaning through the visceral arts, but sometimes even art can suck real bad. Is a soulless and aesthetically meritless corporate statue running your view of a perfectly good park full of uncollected trash and dead rats? That's where I come in. Hello, I'm Harley Quinn. Recently, I launched my latest business venture, the Harley Quinn Destructive Agency. My goal is simple. If there's something you need blown up, if you need somebody clobbered, if there's anything I can do to make Throat Cutter Hill more of a dangerous place again, I'll do it. My rates are reasonable, and for an introductory price of $3.99, you can witness me beat the crud out of a corpo superhero. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll slap your thigh. So what are you waiting for? Call your local comic store and be sure to order a copy of Harley Quinn number 45 today. Okay, there you go. Harley said that. Poison Ivy, issue number 27. Written by G. Willow Wilson, art by Marcio Takara. As Batman tries to get answers and the GCPD begins their hunt for Poison Ivy, she attempts to uncover the truth behind the so-called Order of the Green Knight, a violent eco-terrorist organization that claims to be led by none other than the verdant villain herself. Meanwhile, Janet from HR and Killer Croc make some horrifying discoveries about the resurrected town of Marshview. And then we got the Titans here. All right, Donna Troy. I would like Raven to be on a Justice League Dark book, just want to say. Titan 17, written by John Layman, art and cover by Pete Woods. It's a new day in the DCU, and the future is bright. Why then are the Titans looking backward, reliving their most horrific and traumatic moments again and again, stuck in an endless loop? And who's the temporal tyrant behind this time-bending torment? Here's a hint. Time will tell. Okay, we'll see what they do with it. Birds of Prey, issue number 15 by Kelly Thompson, art by Sami Basri. Things have gone sideways in the Birds of Prey's investigation of the Ninth Day cult, and the Birds uncover operative Cassandra Cain has gone deadly silent. The team going in to break her out are heavy hitters of the highest order: Black Canary, Big Brother, Grace Choi, and Onyx. With Oracle at mission control and Sin frustrated she's been benched, but what they find is so much more than they feared. Okay, here we go. New series incoming. So the cast fans who have been wanting for years to have her have an ongoing title again, here you go. Batgirl number 1. Written by Tate Brombell, art by Takashi Miyazawa. So there we go. Cassandra Cain, finally a new ongoing title. I know online I've seen cast fans like begging for this for years. So here you go. I'm looking forward to reading this one too. Hold on to your seats, clutch your pearls, and rejoice in the celebration because Cassandra Cain is taking center stage in her first solo Batgirl series in nearly 2 decades. Good. Give her a chance. When a deadly group of assassins shows up to kill Cassandra, Lady Shiva comes to the rescue, and they must put their complicated past aside and work together as mother and daughter to ensure they make it out alive. Unfortunately, things are never easy as they seem, and Cass must embark on a jaw-dropping, martial arts-filled adventure in her quest for truth, justice, and revenge. It's a Batgirl book like never before, so join as we dive into the psyche of one of Gotham's deadliest fighters while exploring her deep and complex relationship with her mother. You know, I remember, I gotta go back to the Robin book really quickly. Shiva showing up and mentioning to Connor Hawke about some other sort of tournament. I think they're gonna, like, they say martial arts-filled adventure. They're gonna probably catch, like, you know, like link to that in some capacity, but good. Let Cass have a Batgirl title. I'm looking forward to this one. I definitely will be checking this one out. Hopefully it's better than the last Batgirl title she was in, Batgirls, which just wasn't that great. Like, it wasn't amazing or anything like that. It just kind of felt like they were a little too childish and very inconsistent with the rest of it. You can check out, there's some issues I thought got kind of better, but it really kind of just like didn't hit the mark like I feel like it should have. So give her another chance. Let's see if she's up to the task. And yeah, there you go, cast fans. You got what you've been waiting for. So I hope it's good. Hopefully. I hope it doesn't suck. Batman, Dark Age #6, written by Mark Russell, art and cover by Michael Allred. Gotham appears to be saved, but for how long? A face from Gotham's past emerges from the ashes, and the Anti-Monitor threatens to destroy everything. Bruce Wayne looks back across the years and wonders if it was all for nothing. Okay. Green Lantern, #17, written by Jeremy Adams, art and cover by Sir Manico. Hal Jordan and John Stewart mount a defense against the United Planets and the newly transformed Lord Premier Theros, all while Star Sapphire faces an unlikely creature from her past. Green Arrow, #18 by Chris Condon and art by Montos. Like, well, these two artists are like, I guess they're just too good for like last names or something. The Emerald Archer heads back to the streets of Star City for his next adventure with his brand new team of Chris Condon and Montos. Is that just his first name, last name, just a nickname? I don't know. The cold-blooded murder of Star City businessman announces the arrival of horrifying, mysterious serial killer. When details of the victim's dark business dealings emerge, Green Arrow was contained with hard truths from the city's past and race to stop the murder before they strike again. Okay, no idea about this creative team. I hope it's good. I want a really great Green Arrow thing. I mean, I was happy to see like the character come back to a new series, but I think Williamson's thing didn't quite wasn't as good as it could have been. There was definitely a lot of there's some bits I liked for sure, but some of it could have been a lot better. And I'm hopeful for this new creative team to kind of take over and do something good. So that's me right now. Just hopeful for new good stuff. The Flash, #15 by Simon Spurrier, art by Vasco Georgiev. You know, I actually read all the issues of Flash up till and I read a little bit at the start of this run, but I've kind of dropped the Flash book for a while. After Jeremy Adams was no longer in the book, and I'm kind of bummed he's not on it because I really liked it. So I don't know if people are really that into what's going on with the Flash right now. So maybe they can pick it up again post this Absolute Power stuff, but we'll see. I mean, it's good to have kind of a fresher jumping on point for kind of new readers. That's something I was kind of thinking DC should do post this event. To be okay, we're starting fresh on things. You don't have to necessarily read everything beforehand. Let's push forward in the next era. So as the Flash moves between his new role on the Watchtower and the family vacation, he comes across an old foe in a surprising place. Also, Ira West has a hunch her father is sneaking off during the trip, and she's going to find out just where he's going. He's cheating on your mom. Just kidding. Okay, so this is Batman and Robin. Okay, got the covers right there. And then we got this right here. All these other things. Batman and Robin, #15, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Art by Javier Fernandez. What should have been a run-of-the-mill charity banquet for Bruce and Damian has quite literally gone up in flames. And now, without access to their costumes and gadgets, father and son find themselves fighting for their lives at the hands of the mysterious specter known only as Memento. Oh, like the Chris Nolan movie. But who is this new villain who set the blaze that threatens to disintegrate the dynamic duo? Why does it replicate an infamous century-old tragedy from Gotham's history? And what is Memento's connection to the Dark Knight's past? Nothing can prepare you for the answer to these questions, so join us and bear witness to Memento, Part 2. Really looking forward to Philip Kennedy Johnson on this title. I really did enjoy his World saga on Action Comics, and the way he's spoken in interviews about what he wants to do with the characters sounds interesting, and his admiration for the Al Ghul lineage as well is something that's a good sign. So if there was one where the writers jumping on this book, like after Williamson, I really wanted Philip Kennedy Johnson to be one of those choices, and I'm glad it's him. So I got to still wait to see what he does with it, but I do feel like this is a good creative team between him and Javier Fernandez on this book. So I'm really excited to like see it jump on, because I think it definitely needs a bit of a creative like boost with it, because I mean the Batman Robin book was not as good as Williamson's Robin book. It's pretty apparent it wasn't. This most recent arc I think has been the best it's been, but I think it's time to kind of let some new creatives come into play, but also still be respectful for like what he did with, you know, the characters and that too, and keep a positive light on things. So I'm excited to see what Philip Kennedy Johnson does. Like, give us some cool grounded detective stuff. Again, that's what I'm clamoring for. I don't need all this crazy cosmic fantastical stuff, and that's great every once in a while, and you know, for those types of storylines. But I kind of like when it was my Batman, I like kind of the grounded, like more gritty stuff with some horror elements mixed in too as well. Like, you can throw a little bit of stuff that's a little bit fantastical from time to time, but I like the grounded kind of more gritty stuff with Batman, especially in like some of the comics. So hopefully it's really good. And plus, Bruce and Damian at some sort of banquet, that's stuff I want to see. Let's see him outside the cape and cowl as well, because those are some of the moments I really liked in this current Batman and Robin book, where it's just them being Bruce and Damian. Because I've read a lot of them as Batman and Robin, but I also really like the non-superhero moments. Just like, not all, you can't have them all the time, because this is a Batman and Robin book, and you got to like mix those in together. So I like I said, I'm just looking forward to seeing what he does with the title. Batman and Robin, Year Number 2, written by Mark Waid. So Waid's doing like 3 books at once. Ooh, hopefully he can keep up with it. Art and cover by Chris Samney. Dick Grayson is struggling to adjust to his new life as Bruce Wayne's ward, with both Bruce's rules and Batman's training making his life difficult, but Dick is happy to remind Bruce that turnabout is fair play. Gotham's newest crime boss, the General, continue to vie with Two-Face for control, but could an alliance benefit the both of them and spell trouble for Batman and Robin? Okay, so I see Team Power Girl, Team Red Hood. I'm sorry, Jason, you're going to lose this one unless you find a way to kind of like use Kryptonite. Oh, there we go. I remember that one from World's Finest. Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 33. Why was Red Hood in that there? So, I don't know. Eclipse's Reign of Terror, also by Mark Waid. So Mark Waid's doing a lot of books right now. Hopefully, like, because he did, I mean, it's a lot. Well, then again, they've had months to kind of write this stuff, too. So it's not like he's doing it all at once. Well, kind of. Well, yeah, because he had Action Comics he was working on. We just saw another book a second ago. And there's a bunch of titles. So Eclipse's Reign of Terror has brought the Justice League to the brink of civil war, but there must be a way to break the spell. The answer lies within the very power source that allows Superman to race faster than speed. Well, it's a battle for Earth's yellow sun, and this dramatic conclusion of Darkness Falls. Batman, the Brave and the Bold, number 19. Several writers, several artists. Let's go ahead and see what kind of stories they got this month. Wonder Woman's lasso of truth has been stolen. Oh no. And when you need to track down a thief, sometimes you need to consult a thief. Enter former criminal and current hero Plastic Man. Amazonian royalty meets arrogant rubber in this unlikely team-up. Next, the sinister serial killer Mr. Zsasz has escaped Arkham and is targeting victims who had previously escaped his clutches. But will the hunter find himself the hunted? And last but certainly not least, Batman teams up with an unlikely ally for a supernatural trip through some of Gotham's darkest shadows. Okay, there we go. Okay, and here comes the book with the longest, most obnoxious title ever. Batman the Long Halloween. The Last Halloween, number 3. Like, just call it Batman the Last Halloween. I get it's a sequel to The Long Halloween, but look at how many words it's like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 words in a title. It's a little bit... It just, you know, like, it just feels redundant. I don't know. Like, that's such an excessively long title. It is kind of comedic, but, you know, I feel like it could have shortened it. Just call it The Last Halloween or something. Or The Long Halloween 2. In 1996, writer Jeff Lowe, okay, we've done this, we've said this a bunch of times. It's just a mystery right there. So every single month has been the same thing. As the new Titans around Gotham City, Robin seeks to aid from an unlikely ally, and Batman confronts a deadly specter from the past. Okay, this looks like the original logo right there. Oh, because it's Batman 89. Echoes number 6. Gotham is in the grip of a citywide panic attack, and only Batman can stop the Scarecrow's viral Fear formula from falling into enemy hands. Meanwhile, Harley Quinn makes her ACN television debut by taking station management hostage. New friends, new foes, and old flames collide as Bruce Wayne reclaims his cape and cowl with a vengeance. In the epic finale, Batman '89 echoes. Black Lightning. You've never had Black Lightning. Oh, God. I just thought back to that line in Young Justice, which that one part in Young Justice Season 3 wasn't a great season, but that one part, I think it was Season 3 or 4. But when Black Lightning, or who was it? What's the character's name? Shoot, I'm drawing a blank right now. But anyways, there's the scene where he's like, "You've never had Black Lightning before." That part just, now it's bothering me. I got to look it up really quick. Okay, what is the name? Okay, I'll figure it out in a second. Black Lightning is back, and this time it's a family affair. Jefferson Pierce leads the Justice League's new metahuman outreach initiative, helping those with powers before they can cause harm to themselves or others. But everything changes when it's his own daughter, Anissa Pierce, who comes to him for help. With Thunder's dangerous new powers and the new Masters of Disaster jeopardizing the coexistence between humans and metas, Black Lightning is on the front lines of a culture war brewing in the suburbs of Metropolis. So I am excited that Black Lightning's getting a new series. I think that's a good thing, and I think it's good. So good for him. Get him a series. Also, it was Livewire was the character that was bothering me. I'm sorry. I saw that. I started to think of it, and I just started to laugh because that line just cried. It gave me the giggles. So good. I'm glad Black Lightning is getting another series. JSA #1. Didn't we just have a JSA's title? But now I guess they're starting fresh. Well, probably because Jeff Johns takes 10 years to write a comic book anymore. So JSA #1, written by Jeff Lemire, art and cover by Diego Olortegui. I apologize if I butchered that name. I'm just gonna say Diego. Really hard last name to pronounce, at least for me. Olortegui. I think so. Probably not. I probably butchered that. So, longtime fan favorite characters Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Jade, Obsidian, Just Quick, Hourman, Ted Grant, and Sandman are all back on the roster as DC's first super team faces the greatest and most personal challenge yet. Will Golden Age ideals hold true in a world recovering from the events of absolute power, or do they need a more hardcore approach to stand a chance against the new Injustice Society of America? Okay, this is a good one right here. Give us the Justice League, give us the JSA, and can we get a Teen Titans book? Oh boy, Black Canary, best of the best, #1 by Tom King. So I'm a little iffy on this one because it is Tom King writing it. Art and cover by Ryan Sook. The match of the millennium. It's Black Canary versus Lady Shiva to determine who is the single greatest hand-to-hand fighter in the universe. Lady Shiva wins. I'm sorry, Black Canary, but Lady Shiva wins. Who will walk away at the title? Find out as writer Tom King, Wonder Woman, and Ryan Sook go 6 rounds to see if our hero is what it takes to be the best of the best. Or maybe this is that tournament fighter arc I was thinking of. I don't know. I don't think she wins that one. The Question. All along the Watchtower, Alex Segura, Cian Tormey, who watches the Watchtower? In the wake of the absolute power, the Justice League Unlimited has created a haven for all heroes, but can they keep it secure? Enter Renee Montoya, reeling from an abrupt end to her time in Gotham and looking for a place to hang her hat. But the Trinity didn't bring her up to the Watchtower to relax. There's a dark threat bubbling underneath the surface, and only the Question, her ad hoc support team, stand a chance of figuring out who the problem is before it's too late. Okay, good for Renee Montoya. Get your series. Shazam! #17, written by Josie Campbell, art by Dan McDade, cover by Gleb Melnikoff. Christmas has come early for Freddie Freeman, but his all success and notoriety as Philly's top superhero just ill-gotten gains. Mary and Billy can't help but think their brother's rise in popularity with the sudden emergence of Dr. Savannah, but as Billy continues to leak magic and monstrous societal issues begin to mount across the city, Savannah's arrival is only the tip of the iceberg. And then we have Power Girl #15 by Leah Williams, art by Adrian Mello. With her best friend fighting for her life in the hospital, Power Girl swears vengeance on the one who put her there. Ejecta. There's something strange about Metropolis' newest super with the power to predict crimes before they happen. Could it be that someone's more powerful is pulling her strings? Okay. Like Zoink Scoop, it's me, the Wicked Witch of the West. Joker, Bugs Bunny, a lot of WB characters here. Multiverses, Collision Detected, #5, written by Brian Q. Miller, art by John Samarvia, with the countdown clock ticking With the countdown clock ticking down towards zero and skies filled with the wildest devoids digitizing drones, Steven Universe is multiverse focus prepares for the worst beneath Wayne Manor, but with the Joker, the Wicked Witch, Harley Quinn, and Brainiac all under the same roof, it's only a matter of time before an utterly explosive situation outright self-destructs. You know, seeing these characters together does sound kind of fun. And of course, Shaggy and Scooby and Bugs and all that. Like, this sounds like a fun, like, just kind of more fantastical crossovers. And I eat this shit up from time to time, I'm not going to lie. So I probably will be checking this one out. I just got to remember when it releases. So, Multiverses Collision Detected number 6. Devoid finally arrives on Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman's world to collect fighters for his Imaginarium. Whether the DCU likes it or not, with the existence of each multiversal champion's home Earth on the line, Multiverses Collateral Detention reaches kill screen now. Okay. DC Horror Presents number 2, written by LaToya Morgan and Aaron Siggers. DC Horror Presents is a showcase of skin-crawling legends focusing on our favorite superheroes in the DCU, written by some of the most terribly disturbed minds of the horror genre today. This anthology will die for horror fans. Oh, is this just going to be an ongoing series with characters and horror stories and stuff? Okay, that could be kind of neat. DC Horror Presents Creature Commandos, number 2. David Dastmalchian. He was, of course, 100 million DC characters in different movies and shows. I'm surprised he's writing, but we'll see what he does. Of course, Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad. As the creature unit prepares for their first mission, Dr. West hesitates. The last time Lucky was in battle, even Zatanna Zatara couldn't stop him from destroying everything and everyone in his path. Mina insists that she can calm him down, but it's a gamble. Is the team really ready to fight? Only time will tell. My Adventures with Superman number 6. I still got to watch this show, by the way. Superman Amazo versus Task Force X and Team 7 see the start of Amanda Waller's secret anti-Superman project and how it leads into Season 2 of the animated adventures. Okay, The Penguin special. Jeremy Adams, Bill Finger, Alan Grant from Jurassic Park, just kidding, and Jason Aaron. At first glance, the Penguin may seem like a harmless, if peculiar businessman with a fondness for fine cuisine, tailored suits, and the exotic birds. But those in Gotham's underworld know that beneath the dapper attire and generally demeanor lies a calculating and ruthless criminal who isn't afraid to take whatever he thinks he deserves, and should you happen to be in the way of something he wants, know that this bird is just as deadly as any other raptor. Discover the man behind the Penguin, behind the new Max streaming service, and the special issue showcasing the Penguin's 1941 debut in the page of Detective Comics number 58, twisted recollections of his formative years from Secret Origins special number 1 and Joker's Asylum and Penguin number 1. Brand new exclusive story written by Jeremy Adams and illustrated by Howard Porter that shows the Penguin's next moves during All In. Okay, so just a Penguin special. Of course, but we got this one. Which I did like the first. Oh, sweet mercy. Santa is, right there. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be simping for Santa now. All right, let's see. Just kidding. Or am I? Dun, dun, dun. Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night Returns, number 1. Written by Jeff Parker, art by Lucas Kettner, Mark Bernard Chang. Horrors haunt the Christmas season as life-drained bodies litter the countryside with each marked with a strange symbol. The Justice League responds, but it's a trap. The heroes are pulled in from our world, but not before Batman helps Robin escape. Now Damian Wayne must seek out Zatanna and the one and only Santa Claus if there's any hope of saving their friends and family. Santa comes to the aid of the DCU heroes in the crossover event sequel you wish for, and you must have been extra good because the wintry mix of DC's wildest characters arrived this time to face a powerful The Silent Night. I enjoyed the Batman Santa Claus Silent Night thing, and I'm looking forward to this one. It should be pretty solid, so... Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age, number 6. The 6th issue of this, little miniseries thing right here. As threats from past resurface in the present, Batman must work alongside strange new heroes to save the day, including the steel-hearted sheriff of Smallville. Kansas, the Kryptonian Age may have come to a close, but an age of justice has only just begun. Okay. Dark Knights of Steel, All Winter, number 5. Still never read the first Dark Knights of Steel. I don't know if I will. Maybe sometime down the line. Slade finds himself wrenched from the icy jaws of death by the only thing worse than sworn enemy, an old friend who knows all his greatest shames and darkest secrets. Secrets that hold the true origin of the All Winter. And he'll have to face down if he ever hopes to set things right. The question that lies before the bloody mercenary is not whether he can, but whether he will. And then we have this one. All right, we got some interesting stuff right here. Looks like we got the Spectre, various DC heroes. Oh, okay. So my prediction is not true at all, because like I predicted that Green Lantern ring would have ended up with Damian, but it looks like it ends up with Alfred. And Green Lantern Alfred does sound pretty awesome, but I was like, I still wanted to see him hold a Green Lantern ring. But Alfred with the Green Lantern ring is pretty sweet. So I like the first issue. Okay, so it is a 12-issue series. This confirms it right here. I wasn't sure how many issues because it doesn't say so on it. So this is going for a little bit. Gorilla Grodd and Aquaman have had a little luck capturing the elusive Damian Wayne, but a mysterious figure arrives bearing a whispered prophecy that could turn the tide of war in their favor. Elsewhere, John Constantine might well be the human resistance last hope. Just a shame he can't remember what it was he was meant to be doing. Enter the Spectre to help guide his way, and in the shadows, a new Batman lurks, but what's his connection to Bruce Wayne? I'm pretty sure this is going to be Jace Fox. That's pretty much going to be a given, I'm sure. Because, you know, they had that whole, like, new Batman and all that stuff. But, yeah. X out these ads because I hit refresh and now I'm spammed with them all. Come on, close them out. All right, what do we got next? But looking forward to that. I enjoyed the latest issue of DC vs. Vampires. So we have Milestone Universe, The Shadow Cabinet, #1, written by Joseph Illich, P. Illich. It's only a 4-issue. The 6 months since Brainiac's incursion in the Milestone Universe, the nefarious Doctor... Oh, wow, this is a long description, so bear with me. The nefarious Dr. Edwin Alva has gone missing. Icon's embarked on a deep space voyage, and Rocket has stepped up to fill the role of Earth's protector, but it sure does feel lonely at the top. That is until Rocket finds herself recruited by the Shadow's Cabinet, a mysterious cabal of powerful individuals who have been saving the world in secret for decades. In Dr. Alva's absence, his estranged half-sister Angela has led a hostile takeover of System, the evil organization of world superpowers he has left behind. Angela's dead, set on proving herself even more ruthless than her brother, and nothing and no one will stand in her way unless the Shadow Cabinet steps back into the light. They want to bring Rocket into this fold to take System down, but after a few too many rocky partnerships, is he willing to hear them out? With original Milestone Media contributor Joseph Pielage at the helm, the world-spanning story that began in Milestone Returns will reach its fever-pitched climax, and no one in the Dakota-verse is safe. Out of breath after reading that was a big description. Plastic Man, No More, written by Christopher Cantwell, art by Alex Linz and Jacob Edgar. On sale November 6, 2024. Plastic Man and Woozy suffer a bit of a setback when trying to capture one of the Metal Men. Well, setback is putting it mildly, and now there's really no turning back toward the superheroes they once called allies. As his body grows increasingly more unstable, Plastic Man must turn to a villainous ally in hopes of constructing the weapons that could cure him, no matter how slim the odds of success. Batman, Full Moon, #2, written by Rodney Barnes, art and cover by Steven Subic, issue 2 of 4. Caught in the world of magic and myth, Batman must rely on the help of Zatanna and John Constantine if he is to save his city and himself from the curse of the werewolf. But with a full moon approaching, will the ancient magics Bruce his allies manage to summon be enough to keep the beast away from Gotham's most vulnerable? And can the werewolf's human half find the salvation he so longly desires? John Constantine, The Hellblazer, Dead in America, #11 of 11. So the final issue of this series, I haven't read a single one, but I do love me some Constantine. In the end of the long road across America for John Constantine, and it could have been the end for more than just his quest to take Dream's power out of the wrong hands. Constantine may have cheated death before, but in the end, she always gets her man. Jenny Sparks, issue #4 of 7. Jenny tries to negotiate for the release of Captain Atom's hostages after the Justice League falls to his godlike powers. Can the spirit of the 20th century prevail in the 21st, or is the reluctant hero in over her head? Tom King, Jeff Spokes. The Nice House by the Sea, #5, written by James Tynion IV, art and cover by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. The overseer of the house by the sea, the enigmatic Max, wants to meet with Waller so she can understand just what he's been up to at the house on the lake. One small problem with that, Walter's... Oh, is that... What did I say? Waller? God, so much Amanda Waller, I'm just fatigued. Walter's dead, and residents of the lake house killed him. Okay. Little Batman, month 1, #1. Oh, this is the sequel to Merry Little Batman. Kind of surprised they're doing this, which means they're probably going to do another movie or a series or something. Taking place after the events of Merry Little Batman, Gotham City finds itself reeling from the Joker's attack, and Damian Wayne, aka Little Batman, is geared back to the fight. That's going to be harder than it sounds, as Bruce now wants Damian to put the cowl aside and embrace the value of his secret identity. After a suspicious guest is found lurking around Wayne New Year's Eve party, it's up to Damian to find the balance between both of his personas and save the day yet again. See Little Batman in a new adventure from the film screenwriter Morgan Evans after catching the release of the breakout movie in theaters this winter. of the breakout movie in theaters this winter. Wait, what movie is this? That was an Amazon exclusive. Like, is it going to theaters now? And then we have Jim Gordon here. It looks like he's staring at Barbara's ass. I'm just saying, like, it just looks kind of weird. Or wait, no, that's Daphne. Oh, that's Daphne, but she does look like Barbara right there. So, like, okay, so it makes it a little less weird. But yeah, Jim's just like, ah, damn, look at that dump truck of an ass there. And then we have Scooby right here. I'm sorry, but like he is like just this is where his eye contact is. I just can't like not stop laughing at it. But anyways, the Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 11, written by Shali Fish, art and cover by Pusty. What is with these artists not having last names? Like they just have like their first words like I'm this, I'm that, I'm Pusty. Come on, you can say your last name. But anyways, it's some sort of like pen name, alias sort of thing. Batman's away, so Commissioner Gordon sends out a call to Mystery Inc. There's a literary specter stalking on the Gotham Library when his daughter's new job is putting her in danger. Wait a minute. Actually, that was Barbara. That isn't Daphne. Jeez, now I'm making this worse and worse. God, Sean, what are you fucking doing? Batman's away, so Commissioner Gordon sends out a call to Mystery Inc. There's a little specter stalking the Gotham Library when his daughter's new job is putting her in danger. The teens need Oracle's help to solve the mystery, but can they all work together without revealing Barbara's secret identity to her father? Okay, so I have made this extra weird just talking about this cover, but come on, look at his eyes and all that. That's what he's staring at. He's like why is it drawn that way? I'm sorry, just God, what am I talking about? Like, I don't know if anyone's stuck around watching the video at this point, but it had just gone off the deep end, like, and then some. Oh man, this is what happens when you start recording this stuff with like lack of sleep. You just like you find stuff funny, and then afterwards I'll probably forget I even said it, and then somebody point out in the comments like he said what? Yeah, who knows? If anyone comments on it, I don't know. But anyways, we got Looney Tunes number 281. The end of the Looney Tunes gang has arrived. As Bugs Bunny presides one last time as the master of ceremonies, we head to the gym for the season's final events, including an intense game of volleyball featuring an unexpected contender, a rousing game of table tennis, and a wrestling match for the ages. I have never seen any of these comics like at my local comic shop. Like I wonder like how much are they actually selling elsewhere? Because we're on issue 240 something, so I gotta find a means to read it if I can. Mad Magazine number 41, written by the usual gang of idiots, covered by an idiot with a crayon. I kind of love that. Don't be alarmed. Mad number 41 is here to save you. The smoking issue features Mad classic favorites like A Mad Look At by this. Much more. Plus, Hot New Fold-In by Johnny Sampson. Get out and immediately stop your local shop, drop your wallet, and roll on the ground laughter to soak yourself in this Mad TV. Superman 100 Project. The Superman 100 Project. Art by Alan Davis, Kevin Eastman, Joe Louis Garcia, Dan Jurgens, so many people. On sale 12/18. Oh, we're in December now. All the heroes and issues, 1 plus original covers. Okay, so this is just some covers and all that too. Christ Out of Superfaded Earths. There's the comic itself. The movie trilogy animated was pretty terrible though. We got some fast mail stuff. DC Power 2024, written by Greg Burnham, Jarrett Williamson. I think this is it's a trade paperback. So these are just the trade deal before Zod. Kingdom Come, DC Compact. Yeah, because they're doing these compact comics now. Yeah, so it looks like we're just here in terms of various trade paperbacks. Oh, wait, are we Blue Veal Volume 2, Birds of Prey Volume 2, Scooby-Doo. Okie dokie. So that is it in terms of the comics for this month. I am looking forward to the relaunch of Justice League Unlimited, Batman and Robin, the Batgirl book by Sandra Kane, Superman. There's actually I'm actually a little bit more enthusiastic for this month than I was in a few other ones, because there actually is some good stuff on the horizon. It looks like maybe Absolute Batman can actually be pretty good. I'd have to kind of see how the first issue turns out. I really hope it does. I want DC to do well. I want good things to happen for the characters I'm a fan of. And I am hopeful that good things can come. I think, like I said, having an ongoing Justice League book, I don't know why they took so long in between, having the Justice League there and then not having them. But sometimes it is okay to take a bit of a break because, you want to kind of, make people sometimes miss the characters. But they almost, went too long without it. Maybe, a 6-month break probably would have been ideal. Because, the Justice League is, DC's flagship team. And unless you count, the Teen Titans, they have a Titans book. They really should have a Teen Titans book on top of that. I think it would be wise. They had at the start of Rebirth. That was great. I enjoyed at the start at least reading both books. but we'll see what they kind of do with that. So yeah, I feel like I've rambled long enough. I'm sure I made this video extra awkward with the whole like Scooby-Doo cover with Jim Gordon, but I'm sorry, that cover was just kind of freaky and weird. But there's some stuff I'm looking forward to, and you know, I'm coming away a little bit more optimistic with this video than I was the last couple. So there's things I'm, like I said, want to see. Oh, the Santa Claus issue, like that one should be fun because I like the first series. Yeah, if you're a Damian fan, he's prominent and all that stuff, like I am. Nightwing's got new eras, so we get like really, it's like when the new era officially kind of begins, that'll be like where things start to get a little bit more interesting to see if like this new, because DC definitely needed a new creative overhaul, and I'm glad Absolute Powers, like I haven't been reading all the tines, and I just don't think there's a need to. I'll read the main issues, and that's really all about I need to, and then maybe if we take a long year or two off from events, then I might actually jump in and read some of the other tines and stuff because it just gets a little bit too much. But anyways, I am looking forward to November and December. Like I said, there's some cool things in here. Glad to see Cass getting an ongoing Batgirl series that's just kind of her in the lead. It kind of sucks that, like, you know, what happened with Batgirls, because I thought that actually on paper sounded like the best idea going forward, because you have three, you know, Batgirls that different, like, that people are different fans of, but it looks like it's just kind of Cassandra Cain right now. I do kind of feel for Stephanie Brown a little bit, because I feel like she always gets kind of the short end of the stick when it comes to the Batgirl stuff, and I really did like Stephanie Brown quite a bit. I like all three of them, actually. So, but I kind of want to see like more of Stephanie Brown and different things, because like she's not really like doing much, and at least for what I've seen in quite a while. So hopefully in Detective Comics we can get some of these other characters, get some good showcasing, because they don't really get much in stuff, because like I mean it's been a minute. So but anyways, what do you think of the November solicitations? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit that bell for notification, all other fun stuff. I rambled on long enough. I'm gonna get me a glass of water because my throat's about to go, and maybe take a quick nap or rooski. So we'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe, all our fun stuff, more videos on the way, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.